Hey guys, welcome back to another Hitman video. We're going to be unlocking the jack-o'-lantern suit in this episode. So first we need to do the escalations. So how do we find those? Go into destinations, into Nightcall and find the Mills Reverie. You can also use the challenges tab to track how far you're through them. But yeah, this is where we find them. So first we're going to skip into actually getting the suit. So if you haven't completed the escalation, you can skip this part towards the end of the video where there's a complete walkthrough. But what we need for this is the shuriken, the back shuriken, which is unlocked by completing all 3 levels of the Mills Reverie. So first let's just jump in. All we need is the shuriken. We're not going to silent assassin suit only any of this. All we're going to do is we need to kill 5 people with the shuriken and we will unlock the jack-o'-lantern suit. So we're going to jump out of the bed, we're going to run up the hill here. This guy's the first one to cop it. Just going to lock on, throw the shuriken at him. Boom, number 1 gone. Next up we've got these 2 guys that are just down the road from us. So we're going to run along here. Again, we've already lost our silent assassin because we've murdered someone. So we're going to go for this guy, pop, and because we've got 3, we're going to get him as well. That's 3 guards down. Pick up the shurikens again, 2 more people to kill, and once we've got those 2, so 5 in total with the back shuriken, we will unlock the suit, which you can then use for any missions going forward. So on to the next 2, these 2 dig in the grave. We're going to throw that first one a bit too far away from the second one, so move a bit closer, and there's 5 done, easy enough. And you can see in the top right hand corner that we have unlocked the suit. Absolutely lovely. So now if we jump into Paris, because that's the first mission on the map, on the game, sorry, go into suit, stay on themed, and there we go, there's the jack-o'-lantern suit. So you can now use that for any missions in the game that you would like to in the main game. So it's nice and easy, but if you haven't completed the escalations, this is how you do it. So jumping back in time to number 1, we don't need any equipment for this one at all. We're going to pick up the spooky bat, and we're going to hit awesome with it. So the spooky bat, as you can see, is at the bottom of your bed. So pick that up straight away. I'm going to run along the beach. So as mentioned before, you need to complete the first 3 levels of this escalation to enable you to unlock the bat shuriken. And once you've got that, you can then unlock the suit. So we're going to run along the beach, past that first guard, past these 2 guards in the middle. You can just ignore all of them. Going to try and silent assassin suit only the whole thing, which is pretty straightforward. It just takes a bit of time, especially the 3rd part. If you're silent assassin suit only the 3rd part, that is a bit of a grind. But here we go, running up the beach towards this graveyard. We're going to avoid this guard here. You can see Orson's just in the background on the right. He's walking over to the weird looking gravestone with the tree. The map looks amazing with all the Halloween stuff on it. I'm going to creep up behind him, I'm going to hit him with the bat, and that's it done. We can run to the exit. As long as we don't trigger this guard here, that's the first step done. Nice, easy, level 1, and we're out the gate. So with the escalations, basically the mission repeats itself, but it gets a little bit harder. They add additional rules into it, and they add different things that you need to achieve. So that's the first step done, into level 2. We'll just go through, click through. We've managed to complete both objectives. Silent assassin suit only in 1:12. It's not the quickest. It's 369th in the world, and that's unlocked the tactical wetsuit. So that's another one that we've got. For level 2, we're going to take the tranquilizer just to make our life a bit easier. Because what we'll have to do is we're going to have to knock him out with the bat as before, but then we'll also have to do an additional step, which you'll see when we get there. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but one thing you will notice is the bat isn't by your bed anymore, so that's made it a bit more difficult as well. The bat's not difficult to get, it's just a bit more of a pain than actually having it available straight away. But the mission doesn't really change for this first part. I'm going to run along the beach as before. I'm going to avoid these 2 guards, wait till he turns around. I'm just going to keep running along here. And what we're going to do is we're going to head up the beach, off the beach a bit sooner, and we're going to head towards the trees. So what you'll see is there's a jack-o'-lantern attached to this cross with a guard stood at the bottom of it. The spooky bat is just behind that guard. So we're going to do, there's guards either side of him, so we're going to wait till they finish doing what they're doing. So the guard on the right is going to walk off to the right and leave us alone. Guard on the left will start to turn around. Just as he starts to turn around, we're going to sneak up behind here and we're going to grab the spooky bat. Annoyingly, I got myself stuck on the tree because it's really dark, so I nearly got spotted from behind, but thankfully I got away with it. And what we can do now is we can use the spooky bat. We're going to throw it at Orson and he's going to blip. Off he goes. So the next part is to find where he's gone, and it's already told us where we need to go. Push Orson off the roof. So we're going to go into the house of Hawke's Bay. We're going to enter in through the main door because it's not locked. And the story behind this is we're in Orson's nightmares at the minute. So we can't kill him, but what we can do is mess around with him a bit. So we're going to go up the stairs, ignore the guard downstairs, we don't need to do anything with him. And as we come out of these doors, we're going to head to the left. What we want to do, there's a guard patrolling up here, and we need to take him out before we push Orson off, because otherwise he will investigate the thud that Orson's going to make when he lands on the ground. So we're going to sneak up behind him, we're going to hit him with the bat. That's another one, good night, and head back the other way. Going to pick up this coin from the table, so it's a nice easy distraction. You can obviously take coins in with you. We've only packed a tranquilizer so far, so we do have inventory space. Flick to the coin, and I'm going to throw it just behind this air conditioning unit here. And what all this is going to do is going to separate these two guards, so it's nice and easy to trank them out, and then we can get on with Orson. So we go, that guy's moving, so we'll leave him for now. He's standing still, so we'll trank him. We'll run around, we'll trank the other guy. And there you can see Orson stood on the edge, looking off the top of the building, in just his pants. And what we're going to do is we're going to creep up behind him and push him off the edge. Make sure you do push him off and not actually like throw things at him or try and knock him off. You've got to go creep up behind him and push him. The final stage of this level 2 is to go and sacrifice Orson to the circle of the weeping angels. Sounds pretty daunting, but it's actually fairly simple to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to head back down the stairs, back where we were before, jump over this barrier, but as soon as we land, make sure we stay crouched because there's a guard just next to you. Round to the right, and what we're going to do is we're going to find Orson. So you can see with instinct, he's landed over here to the right. Fortunately for him, he's landed on a mattress, so he didn't suffer any damage, but he is knocked out. So we're going to drag him over towards where the circle is over here. So what you'll see is there's a guard standing there and a guard patrolling. So we're going to wait for this guard that's patrolling up at the top to turn away. And as soon as he does that, we're going to go in and subdue the guard that's already there and then drag him in the bush, drag Orson back there, and then escape out of the mission. So a few seconds waiting time while we wait for the patrolling guard to turn around. There he goes. So we can go in now. We can creep up and knock this guy out. Subdue him quite easily. And we'll drag him back to where we were before. Such a dark mission this. So just keep using your instinct to make sure you can see where you need to go. Make sure you're using the map so you know when the bodies are concealed. So we'll dump him here, back in there. We're going to grab Orson and we're going to drag him into the circle. And because we did the first bit when the guard had previously who was patrolling has turned around, it's a lot easier for us to know that we've got plenty of time to do this. So drag the body into the circle next to the cross, and that's it. It says that we're done, and we're going to escape the same way as before, out through the wardrobe. So again, fairly straightforward, just taking your time. You know, you can do this, don't have to do the silent assassin suit only, go all guns blazing, get it done. But what we've done there is a nice easy walkthrough, just under 5 minutes, and we've done level 2. So we'll let everything click through, progressing through the mastery levels, and on to the third one. So this time, same as before, but there's an additional step. We need to knock out or pacify all of the guards on the map. So we're taking the meaty bone with us as a melee weapon. You can take any melee weapon you want that's unlocked. The meaty bone, just seem to be a bit more in theme with the map. So what we're going to do is going to run around here. I'm going to subdue this guy first. I'm going to throw the bone at him, pick the bone up, and then we're going to sprint straight forward. There's 3 guards ahead of us. We want to try and time our knockout so that they're as close to or in the bushes as we can, so their bodies are hidden. So we can keep running up. You can see the count in the top left hand corner is 1 of 24, so we've got a lot to do here. So this guy's just gone into the bushes, knock him out, and his body's concealed straight away. Run in, pick the bone up. I'm going to follow this guy across, and he's near enough to the bushes now to knock out, grab the bone again, and we're going to drag him into the bush. If you, like I say, if you're not doing Silent Assassin suit only, you can literally run around and just shoot all these dudes out, and it's a nice easy mission. But the challenge here is to do Silent Assassin suit only. This guy is going to walk back through the bushes, which is great, so we can knock him out, and he's going to be hidden as well. So we'll creep up behind him and we'll just knock him out. This next guard, he's in the bushes too, so as soon as we lock onto him, we can throw the bone. There we go, that's another one down. Just check that he's concealed, because otherwise, you know, you don't want a body being found later by accident. Drop the shotgun if you accidentally picked it up. This bit I made a complete mess of, but we got away with it. So in these bushes here, there's a squeaky toy, which if you throw it, obviously makes it a distraction. You can split the 2 guards up. I threw it too far, so they didn't hear it. Then I ran to where I thought I threw it, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, change of plan. We'll throw the meaty bone against the back of the closet, and then we'll split them all that way. So I threw it there, didn't react. And I was just like, okay, fine. We'll just go back to what we normally do. Throw it in the bush, pick it up, and we'll loop round. So depending which guard actually decides to follow, we'll follow the other one out and go and knock him out. So we'll knock out the guard who's not investigating first. Here we go, we'll get this guy first. And then as we progress up, we can knock this guy out as well. So there we go, that's another 2 done. So we're up to 7, nearly a third of the way through. Lots to do still. So let's drag this guy out of the way. There we go. Right, on to the next one. So you can see here we have 2 more guards coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up all of these meaty bones that we found here. So now we've got 4 in hand. So we're going to move around now up to the next couple of guards that we've got to take out. Tried to peekaboo one, but he just didn't look at me long enough to come over. So we'll just sneak around and try and knock both of them out. So we'll wait till both of them have turned around. First one's walking away. What we're going to do is we're going to subdue this guard so that the other one doesn't hear. So we'll put the meaty bone away for this one. Creep up behind him, just normal subdue. Tapping the X button, and we're going to drag him into these bushes ahead of us. And what we'll do is we'll track this guy up the beach. I'll wait till he turns back around, and then we'll knock him out with the meaty bone and stash him in the grass as well. It's very long-winded doing all this, but it's worth it for the Silent Assassin suit only. The satisfaction of completing it without being spotted is amazing. So here we go. He's turned around, creeping up behind him, bone in hand, smack him over the head. That's another one gone. So that's 9. We're past a third of the way through. Still plenty to go. So dump this guy in the trees, in the bushes here, and we'll chase over to where the spooky bat is, and we also check for any of the guys on the way through, but no one to grab at the minute. So again, trying the peekaboo, just doesn't look on enough. So what we'll do is the guard who's approaching us, who's patrolling at the minute, he will spot us. So I'm going to stand here until he gets interested in what's going on over here. You can see the suspicion bar is ticking up. Just before he gets the question mark, he's going to come over and investigate. And what that means is we can take out the guy by the spooky bat first, and then we'll go after this guy. So the benefit of having multiple meaty bones at the minute is that we can do that, and we can do that without having to go and pick one up. We can go over and pick all this stuff up. We don't want the shotgun, but the rest of it's really helpful. We'll drag the guard over to the bushes, and then we can stash them both up there.
Hiding the bodies again, it's for silent assassin. You know, we don't want to be spotted. We don't want bodies to be found. By the time you've cleared most of the guards out anyway, you probably won't be spotted anywhere. So, but it's better to be safe than sorry, especially at this point where we're halfway through, nearly 5 minutes into the mission, and we've got Orson coming up, and we've also got one guard here that we need to take out. So at this point, I realised that when I dragged that other guard away, I didn't bring the spooky bat with us. I dropped it because obviously when you drag someone, you do drop anything that's in your hand like this. So we'll go back for that, and we'll go after Orson and this guard. So Orson, same as before, we can just throw the bat at him and he'll blip out, and then we can go around to the guard next to him and we can meat bone him, and that's that one done. So grab the bat again, drag this guy off into the reeds so that he won't be spotted. So you go, 12 out of 24, we're halfway through. It's been pretty difficult just staying unseen so far, but it's getting there. It's definitely worth it, and we'll progress now towards the house. Another one we can grab while we're outside is this guy here. By the seance, we're going to eventually need to knock him out anyway, we've got to do it, so we'll do it now. Again, creeping up behind him, whack him over the head with the meaty bone, drag him to the bushes, job done. Easy as. The benefit of this map, the fact that it is really dark, the fact there's loads of bushes everywhere, is you can creep into good positions. You can also distract the guards and move them where you want them. It just takes time and patience. But there we go. Hitman is all about time and patience. Got this guy here. Just pause just to make sure that he wasn't going to turn around and look at me. And there we go. That's another one done. That's 14. 10 more to go. I'm going to drag him over. And these statues have caught me out a few times, me thinking that they were enemies. I'm just about to walk past them and thinking, oh shit, oh no, it's okay. So now we'll head towards the house. You can see Orson's on the roof for the next bit. We've got a guard inside, guard on the roof. This guard here was trying to peekaboo him. It must be pretty daunting to be on guard, looking out and seeing a little jack-o'-lantern moving around and looking at you. But not interested enough that he'll come down to look for me. So we'll come back for him. We'll get him when we go upstairs. There's two guys around this corner. We'll wait for them to split up and then we'll capture them and knock them out. So the first I'm going to peekaboo the first guy. Just as the suspicion bar peaks, we're going to nip out, loop around the back of the statue and wait for him to come in. The other guy's going to go into the pool house so he won't see what's going on, and this guy's already concealed because we're going to knock him out in the bush. There we go. Maybe not quite as hidden as we thought, so we'll pull him in anyway, and we'll wait for this guy to come back out and we'll get behind him and knock him out as well. So you can see there's the two guys we know are on the roof, one on the next floor, one inside. That leaves 4, and that leaves a few more to get dotted around the beach outside. So we're going to grab this guy, whack with the meaty bone, grab him, drag him into the bush, and we'll proceed around the corner. So a key one to remember here is that there is a guard on this corner. So when you come running around this corner here, there is a guard looking right at you, and if you don't duck quick enough, he will spot you. Obviously you can peekaboo him, get him to come out to you, but what's even easier is nipping around the back here, jumping the wall, getting behind him and just knocking him out easy. So we'll progress with that. There we go, another one down. That's 17. Nearly there, another 7 to go. Drop the shotgun, drop the body. Now we're going to get into the house. It's a slow process. Like I say, you could just run around and shoot them all, but there's fun to it. It's being sneaky. Very enjoyable mission, very enjoyable map with all the Halloween theme. It's nice and dark, it's really interesting. The jack-o'-lanterns dotted around the place, it all looks really cool. So here's another one inside, so we'll knock him out. We've got the guy on the next floor up, who's the one outside. You can just see him there on the terrace. We've got 2 up on the roof.
And then we've got 3 more who are patrolling outside that I missed before. So what we'll do is we'll get this guy first, then we'll go and get the 2 guys on the roof, and then we'll push Orson off, and then we're not far from being done. So that's 19, 5 to go. I'm not going to hide this body because no one else comes up here. We'll drop the shotgun, pick the coin up again, as we did last time, to split these 2 guards upstairs. And as we go up the stairs, you can see where the guards are. One's quite close, one's walking towards us. Maybe threw the coin a bit too early, distracted the wrong guard, but it worked. So we'll throw the coin, duck down a bit so we don't get spotted. The other guard goes this time, so not like the previous level, but the other guard just decides to turn away and carry on his day. So we're going to shoot this guy with a trank. As this guy is walking away, it's safer for me to throw the bone at him. It's a bit more accurate than the trank. So he's down. Orson's there on the edge in his jockstrap, surveying the land, having a weird cheese dream. And we're going to push him off again. The next bit's same as before. We've got to drag him to the Circle of Weeping Angels. We've already taken the guard out that's around there, so that's one job done. So go down the stairs, back out the way we came. Just jump over this barrier and we're down and out. We've already done all the guards around by the house, so we don't need to worry too much. There's 3 more guards to get after this, but we'll go and finish the awesome bits off first. Let's see where we need to take him, just over there. I'm going to drag him off. You can see where all the bodies are dumped. And we'll drag him into the middle of the circle. And then we're nearly there. So the benefit of the map of this is that all of the remaining targets are highlighted for us, so we know where they are. There's one directly in front of us here that we're just waiting for him to turn around so we can see where he is. And because it's dark, it's quite easy to determine where actually they are looking. So we can see his gun pointing away. We know he's facing the other way. We can knock him out. Pick up the bone again. Don't need to worry about this body because no one else is here. There's only 2 guards left on the map. Orson's not going to find them. So we're going to head over towards the beach where the last 2 guys are. Pretty spooky mission. It's lovely the way they've changed the scenery for it to make Hawke's Bay look like this. Definitely didn't just panic and think that was a guard again. But yeah, really enjoyed this, and it's definitely worth it just to get all of the stuff unlocked. The shurikens are really fun. Not sure how often you'll use them other than unlocking the jack-o'-lantern suit, but for themed content it is really fun. So here's one more gone. The last one is patrolling the beach all by himself on a dark October evening. It's all misty, it's all spooky, and in the bushes lurks a hitman with a lit up jack-o'-lantern on his head. Just enough to give anyone nightmares. Thankfully it's not his. Orson is not enjoying his sleep right now, and this is the last one done. 24 all gone. Last bit to do is to get Orson, drag him off into the closet. First, just have another little look around. We're not going through a quick run on this. We're going to have a look around the architecture and the design. Some real spooky things here going on. And also needed to get a nice little clip for the screenshot for the thumbnail. So there we go. Jack-o'-lantern suit looking pretty scary. Great backdrop. Now we just need to go and get Orson. Orson this time, instead of staying in the circle, he has teleported to the grave that was being dug. So we're just going to run over here. You can see there he is. He's got an enforcer tag above him, but he will not see you. But what you need to do is still knock him out. Drag him over to the closet. Chuck him in. Then we get in and then we're done. And we've completed the escalation. We will unlock the shurikens, which will then help us to unlock the suit. And that's everything done. So yeah, really fun, nice bit of themed content for Halloween and around bonfire nights. It's a spooky time of year, it's nice. And hopefully you've enjoyed the walkthroughs. So that one's a bit long. You can definitely just run through with your gun and just pop everyone and do it really quick. But the Silent Assassin suit only, we've completed all our tasks. 15 minutes to do that. Mastery level's going on. We've unlocked the ICA tripwire mine and the bat shuriken, which is the reason we came. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content and I hope to see you next time.